Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and Happy New Year to all of you. This is Gail Dudley, and this is also News in Motion, one last time. I've received so many emails from you, so we're going to get into that, but we also have some news we want to get to today. So for one last time, if we can go there, let me ask the question, what news source have you trusted the last 45 days? What news source have you trusted the last 45 days? Welcoming all of you here to the YouTube or on LinkedIn or on our audio podcast. Again, we received so many emails or DMs saying, hey, what's going on? Well, this is News in Motion. One last time, the way we know it, the way it has been over the last 4.5 years. And I'm going to try really hard to get through this entire show without shedding a tear. But we'll see if that happens or not. But anyway, I see y'all rolling up in here. So Marion Jackson, good morning to you. Robert Holman, good morning to you. And I'm going to talk about Robert Holman. When he realized that this is really the last show today, he said, I have set my clock for 7:15 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, throughout the entire year. What am I going to do? Hey, still get up, rise, grand rising to you. Have your prayer time, your celebration time. I see my sister in here, Patricia Lyles. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. Y'all, I feel like this is the last one I'll be saying good morning at 7:25 to you all. Good morning, Shirley Nicholson, and congratulations to you. You are working State Farm. I see you, Pastor Alex. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for your email. Judy Neal, good morning to you. She says, peace, joy, and good health to everyone this year. One thing I can say about News in Motion, we have built a community. I think about what my daughter has said, and I'll say it again at the end as well. She says, well, Mom, she said, together, we built something remarkable. And that's all of us collectively. We built something remarkable. And I'm going to get to the news. I'm going to weave in some information from News in Motion. One of the most remarkable things that we've done over the last 4.5 years, y'all, one of the most remarkable things, and I was like, are these numbers correct? And we were going through all of our emails from people telling us how many people they registered. Y'all, from 2020, from July 2020 through September 2024, y'all, we registered over 50,000 new voters. Now that is remarkable from this grassroots movement. That is huge. Devontae, good morning to you. Y'all, Devontae is starting a social media platform. He can put that in the chat if he would like, so that you can join that. Yvonne Gardner, good morning to you. Well, thank you. Devontae says, I have trusted News in Motion. Pastor Alex said, the only news I listen to is News in Motion. Wow. All right, y'all. So let me keep going. One last time, That's Happening Tuesday. And we have a lot of news headlines for you on today. If you saw my before the show reel, I had on a different sweatshirt. And I want to promote this young lady now. Her sweatshirts, people were buying them over the holidays. It was huge. I have it here. And I want y'all to go to her website and order. Go to her website and order this sweatshirt. It says Danger, Rested Black Woman. And then it has more information on the end. I am encouraging all of us to go to her website. And I have the link as well. Let me see if I can get that. Yep, I do. Here's the link to her website, Create Tiffany, and that's tiffane.myshopify.com. Here's one of the sweatshirts. Go, y'all, let's flood her Black-owned female business, doing great work in the community. She used to be a principal of a high school. Now she's in another area working with students, and she's working on her PhD. Y'all, I want us to sell out her stock today. Get this sweatshirt in time for MLK Day. Get this sweatshirt in time for the inauguration. Wear it out, do whatever. Get this sweatshirt to wear over the next 4 years. There's one that says surviving my own story. There's several of them. I have the t-shirt for surviving my own story. I have 2 of the sweatshirts. I'm getting the other sweatshirt, surviving my own story. I bought sweatshirts for my daughter. My son bought a shirt for his sister for Christmas. Y'all, let's just really, really love on her. That's something that we're going to continue. It won't be news in motion per se, but it's something we're going to continue. So please, please, please support the work of Tiffany Warren. All right, y'all. So let's get to some news headlines one last time. Y'all, we now have the 119th Congress that was sworn in on Friday, January the 3rd. Yeah. So here's one last time I'm going to ask y'all to a call to action. And that is this. I want y'all to flood Senator Deb Fischer's office, 402-441-4600. Her husband refused to shake Vice President Kamala Harris's hand during the swearing in. Let's call her office and let her know how disgusting that was. How disgusting that was. And that's what continues the division within the United States of America. So y'all, let's do that collectively. Let's flood that office with phone calls. And people have been calling, and they've actually disconnected the line, but they've connected it back because you can't disconnect the line. So anyway, let's make sure we're doing that. I don't know if anyone saw that. Oh, Angela, hey, what's up, Dr. Angie Shannon? Yes, that was disgusting. It really bothered me. Y'all, Madam Vice President and Congress certified the election results. And one thing I want us to do is never forget January the 6th, 2021, which was the insurrection incited by the president-elect. So she was classy. She was powerful. She was presidential, presiding over the certification of the election. So there's that. And then many charged in the connection with the attack on Capitol 4 years ago have seized on Trump's promise to pardon an unspecified number of January 6 defendants. Yes, Kim Edmondson, never forget. Also, y'all, AP is reporting, among others, that the Canadian Prime Minister announced his resignation on yesterday. Now, what's so interesting about this, and I've been digging into it, what's so interesting about this is that he was just at Mar-a-Lago like 3 weeks ago, and then Trump said he wanted to make Canada the 51st state of the United States of America, and all of a sudden, the prime minister is resigning. Financial person resigned. It's like, what's really going on here? We also know that Elon Musk is in Britain trying to interfere with their election. So what's happening here? Y'all, as we sign off as News in Motion, the way you are used to seeing it, understand that you have to vet the sources before you pass on anything, but also begin to connect some of these dots. It's very interesting what's going on. And for some of you, are probably like, why are you really leaving? Well, a couple things. If y'all remember last year in September, I said, we'll go through November and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Well, we had decided to come back. And we thought it was so important for you to have news from an independent source where we can share the truth. As you know here, we never gave propaganda. It was always fact-based. Well, in doing so, we learned, I was on vacation, seriously. And we don't check emails when we're on vacation. I had the best 2-week vacation in my life, okay? Like seriously, 2 weeks vacation, God, it was amazing. But one of the team members was like blowing up my phone. I was like, what do you want? I'm on vacation. They're like, you got to respond to this. I had to sign where let's be honest, every administration, your press pass is only good for so long, but they reissue one. It's not like you have to do anything. It's just reissued. Where the Trump administration, they're revoking. They use the word revoke our press passes, and they will determine if you get it back, but you have to complete an application. They have to see your work. They have to see if they agree with it. I wasn't doing all of that. We had to surrender them. So mine is now surrendered to the White House. So I have no White House news, and it will be no way for me to fact check the information. Now, I still have the public side of things, but it's a totally different thing. A press pass will get you in the door so that you can hear things one-on-one firsthand, and then you build your report. You can look at the alerts and everything. And then we have different other news sources who are now expiring press passes. I don't know what's up, but a lot of us have said, okay, no problem. But the other thing is this. After I cried my eyes out last week, like I'm really surrendering this thing that we built together and built this community. And it was hard on me, y'all, for about a week and a half. But now today, I feel really good about it because I'm realizing that I'm protecting my mental health. I'm protecting my well-being. I'm protecting my peace. And just the news that I've been seeing coming in over the last several days, like, oh, I couldn't do this every day. Researching all of these things. And it's just me. It's different when you have a team of people and they're digging into it. But when it's you doing every piece of it, you see it all and you have to be able to withstand it. And I'm not saying I'm a weak person because I don't think I'm weak by any way, shape, or form. But that's a lot for one person to take on every day by themselves. And then my 12 to 14 hours of researching was going to turn into more. I don't have the resources, the people power, or the capacity to do anything like that. So I said, no problem, God. If this is over, this is over. But we'll still be doing like reels on Instagram. There may be times if there's something that we've had the time to research that we will jump on here throughout the day and give an update. So stay subscribed. And then also on my writing platform, I'm going to write more about politics and things that are going on. Taking one topic at a time, and you can find that at gaildudley.medium.com. And then stay in connection with us through the Friday Rundown. The Friday Rundown will continue. Pastor Angie said, protect your peace and well-being. You are what's best of it. Listen, we have to protect all of that. Marion Jackson says, so no transparency from the White House. Oh, there's not going to be any transparency from that White House. I'm sorry. All right, so will they or won't they? Let me continue. Donald Trump's lawyers asked judge to halt Friday's case sentencing while they appeal to block. What they're trying to do is buy time until he's sworn in. That's the whole story right there of what is happening. Dr. Angie says, sounds like you are evolving. Look, listen, it's, I went through grief last week, and I'm probably going to grieve some more, okay? But at the same time, something hit me the other day where I said, okay, God, what's next? What's next? Where are we going? What are we going to do, God? What's next? So this is one last time for News in Motion as you know it today. There won't be a broadcast tomorrow. There will not be a broadcast Thursday. There will not be another broadcast at 7:25 a.m. for News in Motion. Today we will be signing off. But you're right, Pastor Angie. There's something that's happening, and I'm actually excited about it. I've had people. I'll share some of the story. Some of you who were regular financial supporters, that's what we consider our advisory team and our board. And those of you who were tuning in every day, you received an email. You received a long letter from me talking about it. And one thing that's happening, I was in one of the Zoom meetings with the Black Journalists Association, the United States one. And we were talking about it, like as independent freelancers, what are we going to do? Because many of we got the letter. Your press pass is revoked as of this date. So mine is gone. I cannot get into the White House briefing room at all. It has been revoked. So, and I was not going to complete this application. Like, I saw the application, so I ain't filling this out. You ain't getting all that. You're going to have to find me. I'm not going to just turn over my stuff to you. But anyway, we were just talking, and as people were beginning to connect with other people, I've actually had a few people reach out and say, hey, would love for you to do some freelance articles for us for pay. I would love for you to be a host on my show or to come and share for pay. So those kind of doors are opening. So the best thing to do is to stay in contact with me through my Instagram, which is at Gail Dudley. Please do that. We would love that. Dr. Kim Carter, good morning to you. She says, thanking and praising God for you, Gail. Thanks for sharing God's outpouring with us. We look forward to supporting you in your current and next. Thank you. I see you, Shardinia. So things are continuously growing and things are continuously happening. But y'all, I want y'all to hear this. If you hear nothing else today, please hear this. vet sources. You can already see where certain, like let's take Claire McCaskill on MSNBC. Her tone the past couple of days have been interesting to me. I was like, that doesn't sound like her. Like the language is changing. Joy Reid, that's no secret. Y'all can see it out there. MSNBC wants to. She can return with her salary decrease. So is this a way of forcing people out? The same thing with Stephanie on MSNBC. I can't think of her last name. They're decreasing her salary. Something's happening here in Columbus, Ohio. Angela Pace, the entire department gone. And if you begin to look and connect the dots, you see why they are gone. So is it because we were the ones bringing the truth? And we're the ones not hiding? And we're the ones that's not going to let things happen? Yeah, they want their puppets. That's what they want. So y'all, it's a lot. So y'all, New York Times reporting that Rudy Giuliani is held in contempt of court because he's not turning over or paying what he needs to. Y'all, Project 2025, hopefully by now you have read it. Hopefully by now you have read it. Everything they said, we don't know what that is. We're not doing it. Half of his cabinet are authors of Project 2025. Half of his cabinet are authors of Project 2025. Matt Gaetz, wow, didn't see that coming. The DOJ pick is way too much. They cannot put him through. Elon Musk is the real president, and that is getting underneath Donald Trump's skin. He's not, but that's what people are saying. Y'all pay attention to everything that's going on. And again, vet your sources before you share. Now, listen, I want y'all to tune into this. Keith Edwards, shout out to him, independent journalist. Y'all, I want y'all to think about where you're spending your money. Okay, think about where you are spending your money. All right, the donations to the Biden inaugural fund in 2021, Meta, 0. Apple, Tim Cook, 0. Sam Altman, 0. Google, 200,000. Amazon, 200,000. Let's zone in to Donald Trump's inaugural fund of 2025. Meta, $1 million. Tim Cook, Apple, $1 million. I love my Apple products, but oh my gosh, this really makes me mad. Sam Altman, $1 million. Google, $1 million. Amazon, $1 million. Talk about oligarchs. Let's just call it what it is. $1 million, $5 million from people who didn't do much of anything in the Biden administration. Y'all, McDonald's is the latest company to shift its tactics in the wake of 2023 ruling and a conservative backlash. They are getting rid of their DEI, their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Now, y'all can spend your money where you want to, but I hope you hear me in this. We're going to have to change the way we do things because our money, and there's several reels out there that breaks down how much the Black community, we are literally keeping these companies afloat. It's going to be difficult because you're used to doing what you're used to doing, but pull back. Here's an example. On vacation, I was going on vacation and I needed this product because it really helps with my skin, with this condition that I have. And the only place I've ever been able to find it immediately is Sephora. I'm not going to Sephora. Not at all. The money they gave to Donald Trump's presidential campaign is ridiculous. So I called Ulta, and the lady says, "Oh, we don't carry it because Sephora carries." I said, "Well, I'm boycotting them." She goes, "I am too." And so we were talking, and she said, "Here's the link that you can buy the product directly from the company." And that's what I did. So it may take some work, it may take some changes, but you decide where your hard-earned money is going. Speaking of hard-earned money, let's talk about Amazon. What you gonna do? I have books on Amazon, so it's hard. So I'm trying to just identify the Black businesses on Amazon, but at the same time, you have to ask yourself the question, is that what I want to do? Or is there another way I can do it? I can take my books to other places, which they are in other places. So what does that look like? Well, y'all, Jeff Bezos, he's one of the they're one of the media companies that are removing our press passes. Y'all know the whole story about that. Well, they decided, Amazon and Prime has decided, which that's fair, okay, that they're going to help First Lady Melania. Um, they have licensed, along with Fox News, a documentary that will be coming out in the next 6 months on Prime. They're going to be really big about this. They want to put her out. They want to get her on magazines. All of this because she didn't have that opportunity the first 4 years. So these individuals are coming together to make sure this happens. And I think she should have a spot out there in the spotlight. But just to see how they're doing and why they're doing it, and the money, the profit from our money is making this happen. But shout out to Costco. Costco is standing their ground. They're like, nope, we're not doing this. Nope. So now all of a sudden they're trying to force them into an audit. So you have to pay it. Why are you forcing Costco into an audit? Just because they said they're not going to give up their DEI program? What does that say? What does that look like? And how do we deal with these things? These are questions we need to be asking ourselves. And how do we continue to grow and learn and vet these sources? And then there's a sixth story that I came across is Erin Stratman. Have y'all heard about this? She has charged after premature baby suffered broken bones in the NICU out of Virginia. That's a hospital out of Virginia. So far, 7 babies. They're all Black babies, okay? So they're looking into this, trying to see what's happening. They put her on leave for a whole year with pay, brought her back in 2024, and while she was gone, there were no broken bones. She comes back, broken bones again, fractured bones again. Again, Black babies. And they believe there are more that's coming out. So let me just go a little bit through this letter, and then I promise you we'll be out of here. But a little bit through this letter, we, again, over 50,000 people that collectively we register to vote. Meta has confirmed that AI characters will be generating and sharing news content. Yeah, with pay, Pastor Angie. Meta has confirmed that AI characters will be generating and sharing news content. Fact-checking AI-generated content is nearly impossible, especially for one person. So that's why we're signing off today. That's one of the reasons why we're signing off today. As you all know, facts were my priority. I wanted to only give facts. I'm not a platform for propaganda. I believe in integrity when it comes to journalism. Over the past 4.5 years, we have poured countless hours, sometimes 12 to 14 hours a day. Sometimes we didn't even sleep. Y'all remember those mornings when we came back to give you the breaking news? I was bawling last week, literally bawling. Now, this is not the complete end. This is not the complete end. Let me just tell you this too. I'm going to miss shouting out y'all's names. I'm going to miss that a lot. I'm going to miss seeing you in the morning. I'm going to miss the community that we have built here. Y'all, we've built a serious community, okay? We've built a serious community. I'm going to miss Adrian talking about how we dance to Pastor Carpenter's music. We're going to miss that. I'm going to miss that's happening Tuesday. I'm going to miss Workshop Wednesday. Y'all, do y'all know the number of workshops we have had over the past 4.5 years? We have had over 200 workshops. It's like, what? Where we either combined them on that Wednesday or we did them throughout the week or however we turned it in. Some of the workshops were actually on Thursdays as well. We're going to miss Town Hall Thursdays. I think a lot came from Town Hall Thursdays. Again, there were some workshops connected to that as well. And of course, I'm going to miss all the inspirational messages. Y'all think I was lifting you up. I was also lifting me up when I was going through those inspirational messages. Now, it's going to, again, the broadcast will sign off today. But the Friday Rundown newsletter will continue. Not every Friday, but because we have to research the content before we put it out there. We will release reels on Instagram. So again, follow me on Instagram. So we may do a quick reel just to tell you something that's happening. Our articles on Medium. That's where I'm going to do a lot of information on our articles on Medium. And that's how you can subscribe to my Medium, going there. We will have vetted. Once we vetted news, we will post it on the News in Motion Facebook page. And then Politics and Prose um, podcast will relaunch. Gina and I were working on that yesterday. We're real excited about that. It's not every day. It may be twice a month, and we will have a News in Motion segment on there. My husband and daughter, share this quote. It says, News in Motion has served its purpose in its live digital form. And I can honestly say that we are signing off, knowing that together we have accomplished something remarkable, especially as a grassroots organization. And then I just said some farewells in here to some of these letters. Kim Edmondson says, I will miss the News in Motion community. Leah says, this will definitely create a void. Marion Jackson says, I will continue to pray for News in Motion family. I will miss you all. Shirley says, may the Lord continue to bless you and all that he has in store for you. Adrian says, hi, just got here. Girl, you're never late. You're never late. So y'all, let me go into the last inspirational message here. And before I do that, I was led, some of you have my book, Getting to the Root of It. It's a 49-day thing. So I was led to start that yesterday. God was speaking to me that I needed to go through my own book. And trust me, I went through the first my introduction page. And I remember writing this when I was in seminary, at Ashland Theological Seminary for spiritual formation. And I'm reading this going, wow, I remember writing this. Well, I remember the professor telling me how well this was. And this was like 2017, it was probably even 2015, 2016. And Dr. Terry Wardle and others. And I was just reading it saying, wow, but I needed what I was reading. Because I do believe the seasons are changing. I mean, we're in the middle of those seasons now. And so Saturday, God prompted me to invite other people to join us. And when the words were us, I said, oh, Jesus, you doing this with me? And so it's out there. If you're wanting to join us, you're not missing anything, because this is the week of prayer. This is how I start the book off, the 7 positions of prayer and how you go through those positions. Now, it's designed for women, but men have gone through this as well. So if you want that information, just send me a DM on Facebook or text message me, and I'll get the information to you. I'll give you all the introductory letters and everything like that. But it's a new season. We want to get to the root of life, so that when we work through these 49 days, 7 weeks, when we work through those, that we really will understand our purpose and understand what God has called us to do, and to get unstuck so that we can keep moving forward. You will need the workbook. I have it on the digital platform. Ever Blooming is launching tomorrow. And isn't that amazing? I said, God, you are amazing. You knew this door with News in Motion was about to shut. So in July, you showed me Everbloom, and Everbloom was coming out always on January the 8th. So it's amazing how things line up. Y'all, that's the kind of God we serve. I'm already in the inspirational message. Isaiah 43:19 says, behold, I am doing a new thing. Y'all, God is doing a new thing with all of us. We cannot continue one thing over and over and over again. At some point, it comes to an end. Again, I had every plan to come back here and take News in Motion through these next 4 years under this administration. But again, God had other plans. He had other plans. Y'all, when you hear, behold, I'm doing a new thing, it really means that God is about to bring about a fresh start. It's going to be new. It's going to be reviving. It's going to be fresh. It's going to be bright. It's just going to be there. It's going to set off a spark. There's going to be excitement. There's going to be joy. There may be just a little bit of like hesitation, but don't allow fear to get a grip. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Doing something new means it's a significant change. It's going to change. There are new opportunities. We're talking about transformation, transparency. We're talking about hope. Again, we're talking about joy. I cannot get rid of that word joy. And that's even in the midst of difficulties. And it's about something new is happening. So even as the guards are changing on Pennsylvania Avenue, the guards are also changing in our lives. Let's just take, this is the analogy that God gave me. For a long time, I had, I knew I wasn't going to make it. I had angels of protection. Now I have angels of victory and angels of new and what's about to happen and where we're going. And it's exciting. It's exciting. It took me a long time to say, gosh, I kept telling my husband, I feel like I'm abandoning the community. He said, no, you've already equipped the community. And the community collectively can go out and do everything we've been called to do. Everything. You know how to vet sources. You know how to register people to vote. You know about the filibuster, right? You know about all of these things. You know about these things. So we really did equip this community to go out and have a ripple effect to even change our communities. So I was like, I kept using the word abandoning. My children, son and daughter, both said, will you cut that narrative? Cut that narrative. You're not abandoning anybody. What you're doing is that you're allowing everybody to soar. You're allowing everybody to work within their giftedness. So, I knew I wasn't going to make it. And my sister said it's okay to cry. Praise God for new things. What's up, Apostle Anita? So y'all, there's so much here. We have to just unpack it and do it. This is a new beginning for all of us. Stay connected. Stay connected. So with that, let me see if I can get through this. Judy Neal says, oh, Kim Carter, I love you too. You know I do. Judy Neal says, much success and happiness in the next phase of your life journey. We'll miss broadcast, but we'll look forward to your communications. Be safe. Finger red number 1. There you go. So y'all, it's been a joy. It's been a joy. And I have this written, but I mean this from I rewrote it several times. It is hard to say goodbye. I kept thinking about the Boys to Men song. It's so hard to say goodbye. I'm not going to sing it. But as my daughter, and as I shared with you all earlier, they said, what we've been able to do together has been remarkable as a grassroots movement. So with that, one last time, I am Gail Dudley, and this has been News in Motion. And today we sign off knowing that it's been a job well done. Remember, stay well, and please, for the love of God, keep making bold moves. I love all of you. Thank you. We're out.
News in Motion.